going to make a doll airport in a homemade scrapbook for a fun and easy to store project. Using poster board, printables from our blog, myfroggystuff.blogspot.com, scrapbook paper, craft foam, cardboard, and glue. I start by taking a piece of poster board. I get most of my poster board at the dollar store for 50 cents. It is 22 by 28 inches. I fold it in half to make a crease, cut along the crease to make two 22 by 14 inch poster boards. Fold each poster board in half, stack them one on top of the other, lining up the folded edge. Use glue to glue the two poster boards together to make the pages of the scrapbook. Add more poster board for more pages to expand the book. Now let's make our first page in the scrapbook. I glue down a wood grain scrapbook paper on one side. I allowed the paper to go past the fold, then I added a faded blue on the other side. I glue a border across the bottom. I used black on the wood grain side and a metallic paper on the blue. I print printables from our blog. This one shows the arrivals and departures of the flights. Want to take a trip to New Orleans, anyone? And at the bottom, I have a few airport signs. I carefully cut them out and glue them to the top of the blue wall. I take a printable for the inside of an airport. I glue more than one together to extend the floor, cut it down to the size I need, and glue it onto the side of the wood wall. Then to cover the space, I add an airport sign to the top. Then when we stand it up, it makes a scene, just right for the dolls. Cut a piece of cardboard that is 11 by 6 inches. Cut cardboard for the bottom, top, and sides. Cover with scrapbook paper. I covered most with a light gray, then covered one of the long sides black. Glue them together to make a box that can be used as a counter. I use a printable to display the name of the airline. Add our printable doll laptop to make the ticket counter. Turn the page, glue down scrapbook paper. I chose to use a blue tile. I print out the double doors and some signs. Glue two sets of doors side by side, the signs across the top, and trim it all in black to make the airport train. Turn the page. I glue down a white brick for a little texture, cut black paper, glue it across the bottom. From our printables, I print out both parts of our airport scene, airport signs, and the window. Cut them out, glue the printables together, glue them onto the poster board. I use a sign to cover the gap to make the gate where they can board their flight. Oh, it looks like the plane's not here yet. So it looks like he has to wait. But where? Using a doll as a guide, I sketch a rectangle, then add a triangle to one side. Cut it out. Use it as a pattern to make more. I cut 6. Place the doll on a rectangle of cardboard so that the top of her head is a little past the cardboard. Make a mark behind the knee. Trim the cardboard at the mark. Bend it to make a seat for the doll. Cut the top corners at an angle. I made a total of 4. Then I cut 12 rectangles of cardboard. Now that I have all of the cardboard cut, begin covering them with paper. Cut craft foam for cushions. Glue them to the cardboard. Glue on the sides. After gluing on 2 sides, I glue another seat right next to it. Add another side. Glue rectangles on the bottom. Add armrest so the dolls have somewhere to sit while they wait for their flight. And I made my chairs pretty simple, so they wouldn't take up too much time when I made more. But I do want the craft foam to be a little thicker, so I remove the headrest and add a few more layers of craft foam, which I think helps to give it that little pop. Turn the page. I cover one side with a blue scrapbook paper and the other with a light gray. Print out printables for the inside of the cabin, glue them onto the top of the blue side, put a picture on the wall for a large TV so they can enjoy an in-flight movie. I'm using one of our postcards, and on our blog you can find our Monster High printable TV. Cut and fold pleats into a piece of scrapbook paper, glue it onto the poster board to make a curtain that leads to the front of the plane. We take the chairs that we made earlier, glue small TV screens on the back, fold over and glue a piece of scrapbook paper, trim off the excess, cut a small rectangle from the end, fold over and crease one edge, glue the folded edge to the back of a chair, fold it up, then glue a small rectangle of craft foam right above the paper, making sure to only apply the glue to one end so the tray can be lowered and raised. Cut a rectangle of craft foam, apply glue down one side, across the bottom, then up the other side to make a pocket to hold our printable magazines and newspapers. So when the dolls are sitting on the plane, they can reach for a magazine behind the chairs and have a lap tray that can hold very lightweight items. Turn the page, and this one is simple. We are just going to glue down a cloud scrapbook paper or use printables from our blog, glue it to the poster board to make a sky background. And I chose to add some water to the bottom so it looks like the dolls are flying over the ocean. Turn the page. I print out our baggage claim scene and a few signs, glue it to the poster board. I put scrapbook paper along the bottom that reminds me of the floor. Then, trying to mimic some of the items I see in the picture, I put a wood grain scrapbook paper on the sides, glue a few signs across the top to help the dolls find their luggage. And after all this work, let's flip the page one more time. Cover the poster board with scrapbook paper. I used a soft teal on one side, used white paper for trim. I continued with the teal and white to the other side. Then I used scrapbook paper that looked like the beach to cover the rest of the poster board. Add a border of white paper across the top. Pleat some paper just as we did earlier. Glue it to the side of the beach scene to make curtains. Cut wood grain scrapbook paper and glue it to the wall. Take the counter that we made earlier, lay it flat, add bedding. Then, for a personal touch, place a family vacation photo above the bed to make a relaxing hotel room. Close the book and decorate the outside however you like. I chose to cover some leftover poster board with scrapbook paper, then glued it to the front to add support and remind me of what this book is all about. 7 different scenes that allow our dolls to travel through the airport, across the ocean, for the perfect vacation. And when playtime is over, we can store everything away until next time.
And you're done.
Happy crafting!
To give a shout out to Selena Del Gitt'em. What's up? There is nothing like a weekend vacay. Am I right or am I right? How can I help you, ma'am? My grandma just bought me a ticket so I could spend the weekend with her at the beach. Although I really hope there's not a lot of shells in the sand because I like my sand to be powder soft. Do you have any idea what the sand is like there? No, but I can help you with your reservation. Oh, yeah, right. Let's do that. Looks like your flight is going to leave in 30 minutes. You might want to hurry. 30 minutes to get through the whole airport? Oh, no! Wow, Wow, security was surprisingly fast. Okay, hurry up, train.
This is the last call for flight 9234 to Doll Beach.
Yay! I made it. Excuse me, miss. Can you tell me how long this flight is? 10 hours. Enjoy the in-flight movie. 10 hours? Longest flight ever. Sophie, you can stay in this room. Wow, thanks, Grandma. Nothing but relaxation. Well, that was a nice 15 minutes. Time to go back.